Hey you guys, welcome back to the Pink Butterfly. It's your girl, Lady Sylvia. How you doing? Thank you to my new subscribers. Before I forget, I want to thank everyone that has taken the time to not only watch my videos, but actually subscribe to me and my shenanigans. I truly appreciate you. Like, you are helping to make one of my dreams come true. And thank you to all my new subscribers. I would be remiss if I did not say thank you to everybody that's been rocking with your girl from subscriber number 1 to subscriber number 600 and whatever. I appreciate you. For me, it's not about numbers. Just doing what God told me to do, good, bad, or ugly, whatever it is, I got to be obedient and I got to do this thing because it's just not for YouTube likes and clicks. This is what I'm called to do. Child, we can go on all day. So God just gave me this awesome idea to do a Testimony Tuesday, because who don't need a testimony? The only thing with doing Testimony Tuesdays is that I have to be responsible and actually upload the testimonies on Tuesday. So that's going to be my struggle. I'm going to keep it real. That's going to be my struggle. Y'all pray for me, because it's not like I don't want to, but I know me. I'm saying I know me. Okay. As you guys know, or if you don't know, if you're new, I used to be in the Army years and years ago. Child, I've been out for a long time. They didn't even change the uniform since I've been out, okay? But I used to be in the Army, but some of the friendships and relationships I made while I was in the Army, we still like this. We may be separated because of location, and some people are still in the military or whatever the case may be. But once I'm your girl, once you my girl, that's it. I don't care time, I don't care distance, I don't care location. If I rocks with you, I rocks with you. And that's just the way I am. If you my pink butterfly, I rock with you. That's just the way it is. You know, I don't have to talk to you every day or email you every day for you to be my girl. And if you call and send up the Batgirl signal, I got you. I ain't talked to you in a year. I got you. I got you, because if I mess with you, I mess with you, and that's just the way I am. And for me to mess with you, it says a lot about your character and your person, because I don't mess with everybody. I just don't get down with everybody. She my friend, he my friend. Judas was Jesus' friend, and look how that turned out. This Testimony Tuesday, I'm going to tell y'all how God took 20 and flipped it to 200, okay? So, my girlfriend Carla, who I knew, or I know from when we were both in the Army, I don't even remember what the circumstance was, because it's probably been 13 or more years by now. And even if I remember what the circumstances was, I ain't fixing to put my girl out on blast and say what happened. But Carla sent out the emergency Batgirl signal. I need y'all. So I sent her some finances. It was nothing. I'm gonna tell you, it was only $60. That was all I could afford to send her. But she's appreciative of what, she was appreciative of what she did receive. Every little bit helped. When you send a Batgirl signal, I say I got 60, that's 60 less, right? So, okay, so I sent her the 60. And I'm the type of person where if I'm gonna loan you money, I don't expect to receive that money back. Now, I expect, because you said loan, I expect you're gonna give me my money back. But if you don't, then I'm not gonna trip, because God got me. Because if you try to play me, you really only played yourself, because God gonna give me back what you stole from me. Because if you ask to borrow it and you don't give it back, that's stealing, that's thievery. As my daughter said, you a stoler. So, but God gonna give me back, so I'm not worried about that. So I sent her the $60, whatever. I don't even know how much time went by, but it seems like maybe the next week or two, I was in church. And as God is my witness, this was before 2005, I know for a fact, because I've been in Texas as of yesterday, 11 years. I was in church, and as God is my witness, I had $20 to my name until payday. I couldn't even go to the ATM and lay hands on it and get nothing out. I had nothing but $20 to my name till payday. But I had an SUV, and if anybody got an SUV, rode in an SUV, even seen an SUV on TV, you know how much gas SUVs take. So I probably had about a half a tank. Now, mind you, I have to go to work every day back and forth for the next 9 or so days until I get paid. So I need this $20. I was sitting in Bible study this particular night with this $20 bill in my pocket, in my wallet. And as clear as you hear my voice now, the Lord said, sow that $20 into the offering plate. I know that wasn't Jesus. Y'all see how the enemy trying to get me? He trying to play me. I know Jesus know I only got $20. So why would he ask me to put my last $20 in the offering plate knowing I only got $20 in 9 or so days to a payday? That wasn't God. So here Jesus come again. Tap, tap, tap. Sylvia, sow that $20. So now this is the second time God done told me to sow that $20 bill, my only $20, into this offering plate. So the more you walk with God, the longer you've been walking with God, you know when it's him, when it's the enemy, and when it's you. 9 times out of 10, if it's God, it's going to make you uncomfortable as hell. It's going to stretch you to the elastic rubber band stretchiness that you have. If it's a good idea, it might be from you. And if it's real pleasurable, hell, that's from the devil. I know for a fact this is God now. I mean, tears are rolling down my face. I'm sitting in my chair crying because I'm like, Lord, please don't ask me to sow my last $20. You know I got these 2 kids. You know I got to put gas in this car. You know I don't get paid for like another 8-9 days. Oh, Jesus, don't do this to me now. I was still learning, walking, growing, and maturing in my faith. I know now that if God asks you for something that stretches you beyond the capability of what you can do, that you hurry up and do it because greater is coming later. But then I was still like getting to know, bruh. Like, that's me and God get along like that. You holy rollers. But me and God get along like that. We got that type of relationship. So I'm like, bruh, you asking a lot. This lady that was sitting over there, don't know her from Adam other than seeing her face at church. Hey girl, how you doing? This lady walks over to me and puts her hand on my shoulder and she said, God said to sow that money in your wallet and he will bless you. Ooh. Not one single soul on this planet knew what God had already told me twice. Y'all, I think I hit the floor. I think I passed out. I think the spirit took me out. I don't know what happened. I know I was an inconsolable mess. God had already told me one time. He tapped me on my shoulder another time. I knew it was him. Then he sent this woman who I don't know. She don't know my situation. And say, God says, sow that money in your wallet and he will bless you. Lord have mercy. Y'all, I said, all right. All right. I'm making light. I'm trying to make it funny, but this is a 100% true story and there's a point behind this. So I write out my little offering envelope. Y'all, I open my wallet with tears streaming down my face. How am I going to put gas in my car for the next 8-9 days till I get paid? I put the money in the offering plate. I think I went 7 days. I didn't run out of gas. I had food in my house. My kids and I were healthy. That 7th day, I told y'all in previous videos, I'm a G and I don't cry. That's what I tell myself. I'm trying. Now, about 12, 13 years and I still get emotional to this day. On the 7th or so day, my girlfriend Carla calls me. Remember Carla that I had loaned the $60 to, like probably well over a month, 2 months by now? Carla calls me and she says, Sylvia, I need your address, blah, blah, blah. I'm fixing to send the money back to you that I had borrowed. Me being who I am, I'm like, no, girl, you good. Don't worry about it. Prideful. God's still working on me. It was my money, but prideful. God's still working on me. She said, I gotta send it to you. Now, mind you, Carla is spiritual now. She has a relationship with God now. But back then, she wasn't so much feeling Jesus like that. She wasn't too much like, she wasn't rocking with him like that. That woman laid up there and told me, she said, I went to school today and registered and did whatever. She said the strangest thing happened. She said everybody else, every other veteran who put their paperwork in to get their VA GI Bill money, because when you're a veteran and you have the GI Bill, they send you a check every month as long as you're in school. She said, all of my other classmates that are veterans that put their paperwork in, still waiting on their money. She said, Sylvia, I did not submit my paperwork because I'm lazy and I procrastinate and I have not done it yet. But I got money in my account this morning from the VA for my GI Bill. She was like, I did not do the paperwork. I don't know what's going on. She said, I know that God spoke to me and told me to send you $200. I said, well, Carla, you only borrowed $60, so you only technically owe me $60. She said, I know. And she said, you know, back then, I ain't really fooling with God like that, like you do. She said, but I know that God told me to send you $200. Y'all, I played it cool on the phone. I was like, all right, fine, because she would not let go. Y'all, I realized when I got off the phone with her that on the 7th day, which is the number of completion in biblical terms, which is the number of perfection, on the 7th day, my girl called and told me that people who put in paperwork didn't get their money, and she who did not put in paperwork got her money, and she who did not have a relationship with God had an impartation and told her to give me tenfold of what I had given that church 7 days ago. I sold $20, my last $20, and God gave me tenfold. He gave me $200 in return. When I tell y'all, I went to that Western Union. All of this not gonna go down as easy as these Christians make it look. Western Union, and it was all kind of trouble. Like the address wasn't right. I mean, all kind of stuff. But the enemy, the devil, El Diablo, whoever you want to call him, he tried to interfere. But I'm gonna tell you something. Anybody in New Orleans or ever been to New Orleans, remember back before 2005, there was a Winn-Dixie on Sheffman-Tor Highway. I walked in that Winn-Dixie with a $0 to my name. And I walked out of that Winn-Dixie with $200 in cash. And when I tell y'all I got in that car, and I praised God like it was nobody's business. Y'all, I did up a hooting, a hollering, and a screaming. I'm telling y'all, I was obedient that night in church and sold my last $20. And that girl called and was like, I got to give you $200. I got to. I thought about that woman in church where she said, God said, trust him and he will give it back to you tenfold, $200. Y'all, whatever God asks you to do, just do it. Just do it, because you don't know what blessing that he got for you. You don't know what blessing that you might be holding up. Either your blessing or hindering somebody else's blessing because you want to be disobedient. It's not going to feel good when God tell you to do it. It's going to stretch you beyond the realm of anything in your mind that you thought you could do. But I had $200 extra. So glory be to God. Peace.